Okay, so hi there, I'm sitting in Jaipur office, and by the way, this recording is just for me and not for anyone else. The voice might be echoing a bit because this office is a very empty weekend office. I believe there needs to be something more around here to not make the sound echo this much. I'm very much disturbed by two ladies talking right outside the room. I just hope so they won't listen what I did say. I hope so. Okay, so Jaipur has always been a very important place for me. Not always. For the past 3 years, I believe it has been a very important place for me. And just like any other place, this place is also normal. So I wanted to visit. I had my own very reasons to visit a place like this. And by the way, the type of life I am living here for the past 2 years is very normal to what I used to live in Noida. I cannot feel any difference over here because either I am in my hotel or in this office for 90% of the time, and in that 90% I am definitely sitting in AC. So there might be a few differences which I might be feeling in air quality index and the type of pressure and silence and peace I'm surrounded by over here, but not a lot because I'm basically living in an artificially created zone. Let it be the office environment or let it be the hotel environment. But yeah, those 10% of the time at which I'm on the roads, the roads are hot, a bit humid, which I didn't expect it because Jaipur, I believe, should be should be getting very less rainfall, but that's not the case. Yesterday, the whole day it was raining, and I have visited Hawa Mahal just by outside. There are not a lot of places around here in Jaipur, but it's a not that bad place to live in. It's a decent place to be in, just like any other place. So I don't have a specific thing. If I live long enough over here, which I certainly don't want, then I might have a affinity towards something. So that's a completely different thing. Right now, just for a moment, I wanted to breathe and feel that this is Jaipur. This is where someone, something, some whatever, some, and yeah, lit a cigarette and it's done. It's done. I'm just covering places. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like by 2028 or 9, I would have covered a ton of cities over in India. Okay, I'm just covering cities. If I stop getting that feeling from cities, then I don't feel like there is a motivation to travel. Travel is a very important field because it relieves something which is being stuck around you somewhere in the back. So that is why traveling is a very important thing, and you should give importance to the places at which you are going or visiting. If it's Jaipur, you shouldn't be feeling like the way I am doing 90% of the time in an artificially created environment. You should go out and feel what that actual place is about. What's the major difference? How the people look like, how they are different, how they are similar. By the way, one difference which I have seen in people, it's not exactly me who have noticed it, but yeah, Sarthak noticed it quite a while back, was people have a tendency to honk a lot in here. As soon as I get on the road, people are constantly honking, even on empty roads. Pop, 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 pop. They're just honking. And they're doing nothing else, they're just honking, 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 and honking. The city closes at 8 p.m. in the night. There's not a lot. This is a typical tier 2 city type of a feel. I haven't seen really huge buildings and all. By the way, the road infrastructure is pretty nice. I don't see roads with waterlogging even in heavy rains. I don't see roads with the roads are pretty broad and all. So it feels nice in terms of roadways infrastructure. It feels nice in terms of heritage infrastructure because the typical gumbaj, what sort of a structure you call it, which is a this, and then 4 pillars. So it's a common structural finding which you see around here in the buildings. So it, in terms of building infrastructure, it's close to a tier 2 and a tier 3 city. Some buildings. In terms of road infrastructure, it's a tier 1 city because roads are really good. But in other terms, it feels like a tier 2 city which is very big. That's what I have observed by now. People are not in a hurry. People are very relaxed over here. And no one is shouting, fighting, but everyone is honking. The roads are wide. The circles are very good and beautifully decorated. All the circles, chalks which you call. So the city is not that congested in terms of roads. Whereas if I am living in 5th floor of my hotel, I see outside, I see fields of houses of 2nd or 3rd floor at all. So there's not a lot of buildings and skyscraping type of culture like a tier 1 city. Rather it's just 1 floor, 2 floor, 3 floor houses, the same as I see from Ranchi and all. The houses are mostly in white color. That's why a question arises in my mind is that why do we call Jaipur to be the pink city? Because I see all the houses to be white and not pink. Hawa Mahal is just a building with good infrastructure. That structure looks good, but there's nothing else apart from that. Till now in my life, 23 years, I've seen a number of forts and buildings. So every place has their own essence. For that I love it, but it's not something which you haven't seen ever in your life. So that's the point. Apart from it, everything feels good and nice. By the way, tomorrow is gonna be our last day here in Jaipur, and we're gonna leave for Delhi, where my parents are coming tomorrow only. Hope to meet them. Hope my house is clean. I can just hope because for the past 3 or 4 days I haven't been into my house. And then July is gonna be pretty busy. I'm got to leave for Bangalore as well. So let's wrap the Jaipur discussion up to here only. Now, if I see any more interesting things, I'll definitely come back and inform. And let's hope so that it recorded something at least. Okay, see ya. Bye.